All right, Gatsby, it is that time again. Buckle up. Let's talk A Quiet Place Day 1. A Quiet Place Day 1 is the third outing in the franchise, created by actor and director John Krasinski. It was apparent that the first two films were John Krasinski's babies. As he stated, it was the most he had ever put into a project and was a love letter to his daughters. When it was announced that he would no longer be directing this franchise, fears that the third film was purely a Hollywood franchise money grab came to mind. I was relieved to hear in Krasinski's place that director Michael Sarnowski was taking over, coming from the indie film Pig, which was made on a small budget of only $3 million. His transition to a $70 million summer blockbuster seemed like an interesting move. Bringing on someone like Sarnowski was possibly the best decision that they made. In Pig, he prioritized human connections before turning the film into a culinary John Wick. And he does the same in this film. Here, characters shine brighter than special effects and Hollywood spectacle. It achieves a solid balance between the more serious, emotional moments and the intense, in-your-face thrill ride scenes. The result is a film that is uncompromising and offers a protagonist that audiences wouldn't normally expect from a summer blockbuster, a terminally ill hospice patient. There might be aliens, but this is a film that is about confronting certain death when battling a terminal disease. When all is dark and bleak, how does one spend their last days? If survival isn't your motivation, then what is? Obviously, it becomes a quest for a slice of pizza in New York City, becoming a slice of life, if you will. Because let's face it, pizza is always worth the risk, even when battling aliens, right, Gatsby? Huh? He agrees. Gatsby, let's be honest. You'd be rooting for the aliens, wouldn't you? You evil cat. Set before the main events of the first two films, Day 1 stars Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn, both delivering fantastic performances. Despite being an unlikely pair, their chemistry drives the entire film. Their ability to convey deep emotions with just their eyes is crucial in a movie where silence is key. Special shout out goes to Frodo the cat, who delivers some of the best feline acting ever seen in a motion picture. Frodo's performance is so compelling that it deserves to be paired with the dog from Anatomy of a Fall. Together, they could elevate the genre of cat and dog films to new heights. Move over, Lassie and Garfield. It's shocking what they get this cat to do in this film. I can barely get my cat Gatsby to come to me with treats. Gatsby, come to me. I think you thought about it. Like the original films, Day 1 is incredibly thrilling and intense, but the setting in New York adds an extra layer of excitement. The city's vibrant and chaotic atmosphere significantly raises the stakes, making it more dangerous with its large population and countless potential noise makers. The film includes familiar franchise plot devices, giving us tense moments where even the smallest sound can mean danger. Unlike Frodo, my cat would start meowing for food within mere minutes of an invasion, pretty much guaranteeing we wouldn't survive. We. Hope it's worth it, Gatsby. Day 1 continues to emphasize the small emotional interactions between characters, with the aliens serving mainly as a backdrop to the human story. The film is not without its faults, with some dumb character decisions and action sequences that just dragged. But minor complaints for a film like this that does most things right. In the end, the latest Quiet Place installment is a nail-biting, emotional survival story set at the start of the alien apocalypse. Day One excels at further developing this terrifying world and building incredible tension like its predecessors, but balances its scares with a touching human story about loss, grief, and hope, while delivering on its promise of heart-pounding dread. It's compelling to see characters trying to live and not just survive. I was so immersed that I found myself holding my breath and eating my popcorn extra quietly. If I had to rank them, I'd put Quiet Place 1 at the top, followed by this film, and then Quiet Place 2. All of this adds up, you guessed it, Gatsby, for a green light. Although Gatsby appreciated the cat representation, overall, he had a far different take on the film. Why don't you tell him, Gatsby, what you thought, huh? Holy sh! You know, Gatsby, the most unbelievable premise in this whole sci-fi movie was a well-behaved cat. That's right. Look at you. You're freaking out right now. You're tripping balls. Gatsby, sit there and do nothing. Good boy. See, huh? This acting business isn't so hard. You would sleep good at night knowing our whole humankind was eradicated, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Gatsby? Yeah, just gonna yawn? God damn, you're evil.